Hello, thank you for joining me in this analysis. I am Bitcoin Gorilla, and today I'm going to tell you about three altcoins that I think in the first quarter of 2022 are likely going to make some good move that you do not want to miss. If you've not subscribed, remember I do analysis all the time, and the difference between this channel and other channel is I draw my charts from scratch. So anything I'm telling you, I'm showing you why I think such a thing is going to happen. And if you've not given this video thumbs up, do give it thumbs up so that that's a way of supporting us, and at the same time so that it will help us grow and is a way of you saying thank you. If you've not subscribed, like I said, do subscribe. So I'm going to first of all start with my first choice, and that is Doge USDT. Now Doge USDT has been cooking a lot. Now this analysis is going to be first long term. Like I'm going to be basically focusing on weekly chart so that I'll be able to give you a brief analysis on these three coins. So I'm going to start with weekly chart on Doge. Now Doge, for quite some time, since the breakout, since the last pump, has not really recovered. It has just been stagnant in one position that I call a beautiful support right here, right? So you see it right there, a beautiful support made by Doge. And again, I can place the biggest and highest resistance it's faced so far right here at 0.4544 area. Right now, the next thing I want to do is also find another point important area. I can see yet another very important. So what am I highlighting? I'm highlighting the support and resistant areas that Dogecoin have actually encountered on the weekly chart. So I can go further and still, the long time it wasted before the breakout is good to highlight it all. Now, this is not all. The next thing I want to do is locate the box, right? If you know my Bitcoin Gorilla strategy, I always tell you that my strategy is about pure price action. There's nothing more hidden, nothing less. It's clear pure price action. So what I just did is contain all the sideways since the return of Dodge to support, right? You can see Dodge has not really left that support. So the next thing I want to find is I want to find the area of this consolidation, the most important area, that is the support area, right? So in this big box, my support area lies right here, right? Is the area. Why do I treat a support like an area? I treat a support as an area because you do not want something they call stop loss hunt, right? Now you know that an area means that it could extend. Now the thing about support is sometimes support correctly, you can see the last time it stopped here, the next time it pierced through it. So if I use just this line, you can see I would have been kicked out if I put my stop loss right here. I wouldn't think about price getting to this point, right? But if I treat support as an area, even while support you have these pauses right here, I know that it is still within the area. So that is why I treat support as an area in order to avoid stop loss hunt and make sure that you know that support is like a downlope, right? So when it falls on it, it's likely going to make this little bounce, right? But that doesn't mean that's the ground floor. So you want to take note of the ground floor in support. The same thing when it comes to resistance area. You want to make sure you get the top of the roof. So no matter how far the jump is going to know, you will know that it is still within resistance area, or it has if it has left resistance area. So in our situation, this is Dodge situation. You can see how extended the resistance area is and how mini the support area is. But the good thing you must note is the support area is on weekly chart, making it very strong. So we can also see that Dogecoin has likely been being stressed from moving, right? So right there. You know that again, just like the bigger one, I can tell you that on daily, Dogecoin has also been struggling. So if I take this chart to daily chart, you're going to see the struggle since the return. It's been struggling each time it tries to leave this red area. You can see it falling right back. But what stops it from falling further is still the support area on the bigger chart, right? Is the support area on bigger chart. So you see how important that support area is working for Dogecoin right there, right? You can see it made a beautiful double bottom right here, right? And it's still within the support. Now, what you might ask me, what if it comes and break this support? Now, here's the thing. Even if it returns, this support is working beautifully fine. It's working beautiful fine. So this tells you what? This tells me, according to my box strategy, that Dogecoin is going to likely head next to 0.35, right? This next resistance area. Now, the good thing about the box, if I go back to the weekly chart, is this. Now, I can also get the area of each box. Now, if you follow my analysis, you would have by now understood how this box work, right? So you have to watch multiple analysis to see. Now, this strategy is specially created by me for Makaveli traders, right? It's a special traded strategy I created, so it's not out there. So you see, I've gotten the box again. So you can see where the battle is, right? So I see that right here, Dogecoin have to successfully overcome this point, right? This point, you can see the reaction. So I know that when it comes, there will be a reaction around 0.24, right? Of which, once it's able to get in, right, we will get an attack on 0.35. Now, this, like I said, first quarter of 2022, because first of all, Dogecoin have to leave this point. This is the only thing that is going to keep Dogecoin for a while. This is the only thing that is going to extend this breakout, the extending of this move. But where Dogecoin is right now is the best support for a buy. So me, I am buying Dogecoin at this area. As far as Dogecoin is within this area, I am buying more Dogecoin. So for me, as long as Dogecoin, I don't know how long it's going to take, but I see it going from now till the first quarter of 2021. Now, the first quarter, sorry, 2022. Now, this point right here, once it's broken, expect Dogecoin to target 0.58 and 0.7 again. And this time, I do see Dogecoin taking a wonderful measured move. A wonderful measured move. Now, one thing about my price action is, if there was a break out before and then a retest, because what I'm seeing here is a breakout from the previous sideways right here. There's a breakout, then there's a retest. That's what we had. We had a retest, and now it's going right. So we see that Dogecoin is right now preparing for a great move. Now, what is my second coin? So Dogecoin, I see Dogecoin heading to what? Back to at least 0.58 to 0.76 again. Now that's what I see coming. That's Dogecoin. My next coin is Ada. Ada is a wonderful coin. Now, I see Ada cooking. I see Ada cooking something on the weekly, and Ada is going to showcase some wonderful move in the first quarter of 2022. And this is how I see that happening. So if I pick a horizontal line, I try to do the same thing that I just did for Dodge. Look at the most beautiful support and resistance that are obvious to my eyes, that I cannot help but notice the rejection and the reaction of those areas. So once I pick them out, the next thing I want to do is I pick my box quite very fast and I place it. I can see the reaction, right? You can see the retest. Since the retest, right? You can see the move up. You can see the move right there, the move up to this point, and you can see the root test back to this point. So this is a very important support area on the weekly. Right, now here's the thing: though we are yet to retouch that support, chances are high that we can do that. But here, before we conclude the chances of it retesting the support, let me show you what I'm saying. Right, so I can see that I will be able to place right there, right, and change the color. That's the bottom of the box, and the top of the box could be right here, right? Right. Now I can actually get an inner box, right? So I see this situation playing out here beautiful well. The reason is I am putting, remember, there are two boxes that I'm using. One is giving more privilege to sideways that are higher time frame. One is giving privilege to what? The area of support and resistance, right? So you can see this is a very important sideways. So this is why we place the box right there. And we know that each and every boss also have is what? The top and low bottom. And then another thing that I would take note of is this box right here, right? So this same box can be extended to this point, right? So the support and resistance area remains there, right? So remember, I said each boss has its own support and resistance area, right? So right there, I place it, right? So this blue box extend to this point, right? It extends to this point, but this is the support and this is the resistant area. You can see how extended this bus. Now every bus has its own height. They are never the same. You just have to use the whatever data each coin give you to know how to draw the box. This box, look at it. So we can see this rejection and support, right? And we can see this area. So we take note of this point of the chart and this point of the chart. So here's the thing. Here's the very important thing. The bigger support on ADA lies around 1.09 to 1 and to 0.8. That's on weekly chart. That's the biggest support. That is where it lies. That is where the bigger support lies. But do not mistake this other support right here. Do not take for granted this support right here. Remember, this whole area also is acting as support. So you see this entire extension is a bit of a battle to go down on because of the previous point, right? So we know that first of all, for it to even start falling to get to this point, it has first of all need to conquer this point where it is right now. It needs to break below, right? It needs to get in, right? And when it gets in, it needs to break below this low, which I see the chances are low now. Now, if the worst case scenario happen and we have any dump between now to first quarter of 2022, then I don't see that dump going below 1.08, 1.00, 1.08. I don't see it going below that, right? So the chances are high that we see Ada continuing the move from here, right? So I see Ada taking a little sideways right here where it is currently at 1.5 area and then continue the move to target back $3 and $3 above. Now that is my second coin. That is what I see coming in Ada. And even if I'm to draw the bias line right now that Ada is respecting, you see the bias line is right here. So you see the bias line has been pierced. But the good thing about this pierced bias line is chances are high that it could be a stop loss horn, right? So it could be a stop loss horn. What is a stop loss horn? I see a stop loss horn whereby price pierced through support all of a sudden comes back to it, clearing all those people who bought that support and then coming back to continue the move to the upside. Now, this is one of the reasons why I treat support as an area because to avoid that stop loss horn. So this piercing of this support could be a stop loss horn by because why there's a support right here, right? So if this one is pierced, it could just do like this and pull back up, right? So chances are high we are going to maintain this bias line on weekly. Chances are very high now. Now, what is my third coin? What is the third coin I am recommending? The third coin I am recommending is no other coin. Now, this is a new coin. This is a new coin. It is called Rare Coin. Now, this coin is new and it was just newly introduced in October by NFT marketplace called Super Rare. And if you know about Super Rare, it's one of the strong NFT marketplaces that have decided to give power to the artists, where artists can earn from not just also artists have right, they have right to decide what goes on. It's like more decentralized than any other NFT platform out there, and I see a lot of positive review coming, and they just introduced their coin, and this coin they did airdrop to share to their members. Now the same thing I'm going to do for Rare Coin. I'm going to look for the very important levels, and I think personally that Rare Coin is in a good level to buy. At least I know that before the strong dump continues, Rare Coin has chances of moving at least to $3 before down, but I'm going to show you why. So this is the levels that I see that are very important to Rare Coin. I can place one right there. So these are important level. The next thing I want to do is my box, right? I want to contain my box. So this is my biggest box, right? Because this is the entire history life of Rare Coin. But the next thing I want to do is also note the most important area, which is this area, right? This area right here is the highest since the pullback, since the retest of the bottom has happened. It has not been able to move back up, and that is why we are containing it in a box. Now we contain in a box. What do? We zoom in, right? We zoom in. we zoom right in. And when we zoom in, we see a very beautiful chart, simple and easy to understand on Rarecoin. Now, the thing about this, can we go to daily chart to make it a little, give us more data to work with, because there's little or no data on the weekly chart. So this is the daily chart. Now, this is a beautiful chart. Why? This chart is showing me that we have a bottom here. We have a little bottom they are fighting to hold here. Now, here's the thing. I am recommending this coin, but you must not allow this coin fall below this point. If you're going into this coin, anything that goes 1.3, you should exit the coin and wait for another support, because right now I am only doing this based on the current data, and the current data is calling nothing but pump. The reason is the support area that has been held. So let's draw the support area together. Remember, we say each box word has its own support area. So let's get the support area of this beautiful coin rare that super rare has just introduced. So I can get the mini support as right here, right on this area. I can get the support right there. I can even extend it to this point, right there. Right, I can tell you this point is way more beautiful anyway. Yeah, no, exactly where I need it to be, that is exactly where it should be. So we should change the color to something that we understand better. Yes, so the next thing I want to locate is the top of the box. So I can see that this is even way extended than I thought. You can see that. You can see right there that this box has extension to this point. I didn't even see that. I don't know if you're seeing it. This is right here. So every information is important when reading, when using my box. I don't ignore anything. I take everything into consideration, because I know at some point that information is going to help my analysis. So I'm going to put a line right there because it's important, right? It tells me that once price move, there is a reaction here, but that reaction is not capable of stopping price to get to this point. So where price is not likely going to stop price from touching this 2.5. Now that gives us what a 2.5. So this is like 1, 2, right? This will be the third time. Now there could be a pullback after it touches it, and another attempt to wait. Now it has to touch like three. This is the third time. If it goes now, is the third time. It could take the fourth time. This is why I also say it could be first quarter of 2022, because I know that with my four-legged move, there could still be another a little pullback right there after it hits this 2.5 again. So this drama is likely going to take on from now to the first quarter of 2022. But here's the thing I tell you, between this drama, this coin is likely going to break to 4.9 again. And here is the beautiful thing. Because of how strong NFT coins are really moving these days, this super rare was just introduced 2 months ago, telling you October. It's not even up to 2 months, right? We're in November. It was October introduced. Now get ready, because this super rare is going to hit at least $4 to $8. I see this giving us a multiple move before even any major dump. Now this sideways that is building up is beautiful. It's beautiful because I say this, right? It's going to be a double move. The reason I say it's double move of the first move. So this box, my box always doubles itself when we have a good breakout. So it's going to give me a double move of my entire box height, right? My entire box height is going to give me a double move that is around 8.5. So rare coin is one of the coins that I think that if you invest in, you're going to really reap out good. So rare coin is here, and rare coin is for super rare. Now these are my three altcoins that I've chosen, and I'm telling you what I'm seeing. It's up to you. What you do with this is up to you. Remember, this is just my opinion, and like they say, opinions are assholes. So make sure you do your research. I remember Bitcoin Gorilla. If you've not subscribed, let me tell you something. I have built a community that I train on how to use this book. I call it Bitcoin Gorilla Crypto Box Strategy, to learn how to read easily without need of indicator. No stress, no headache. You know, no more FOMO when you trade. If you understand my box strategy, there's no more FOMO, because things becomes easier. Thank you for watching. If you've not subscribed, subscribe.